American Pickers star Mike Wolfe let fans know that Frank Fritz died on September 30. Frank suffered a stroke in 2022 and has been receiving long-term medical care since that time. While Mike and Frank had a falling out before the stroke, the two had mended fences somewhat since then. Here is a look at Mike and Franca and their complicated relationship. Mike Wolfe and Frank Fritz fell out thanks to American Pickers. Since the show started, Mike Wolfe and Frank Fritz starred together on American Pickers. The childhood friends helped build the show into a ratings juggernaut as they traveled the country looking for antiques and taking the world into small-town Americana. However, their relationship ended when Frank began to deal with addiction issues. Frank ended up checking himself into rehab. When he was released, Frank had back surgery, which left him with almost 200 stitches and 2 rods in his back. At this point, Mike had him fired from American Pickers. Mike replaced Frank with Robbie Wolfe, and it seemed their relationship had been destroyed. "It's up to the network whether I come back on the show," Frank Fritz explained in 2021 via USA Today. "It ain't gonna affect me one bit. I didn't leave the show. I finished shooting." Mike tried to write it off by saying that Frank was like a brother to him, but it was time to move on with the show without him. This angered many fans. American Pickers had one of its lowest-rated seasons in history after that. Things got worse when Frank had his stroke. Mike Wolfe and Frank Fritz made up after stroke. No one heard anything publicly from Frank Fritz after his massive stroke. However, Mike was there to offer his support and well wishes, and he said that the two of them spent time together after the stroke, mending their relationship. This was good news since Frank had said he hadn't spoken to Mike in 2 years during an interview in 2021 via the US Sun. It seems like the stroke finally made Mike reconsider severing a lifelong friendship. Mike claimed it was Frank's addiction issues that kept him from reaching out to his old friend. "I would love to talk with him again. We would absolutely love to, but he just can't get it right," Mike said. "Frank is just going through a lot personally with his addictions." For his part, Frank said he had been sober for 11 months after going to rehab. In May 2023, Mike and Frank reunited over Memorial Day weekend and started to patch things up after their falling out. It has since been reported that they were still on good terms, and Mike was trying to make up for Frank's exit from the show. What are your thoughts on Frank Fritz and Mike Wolfe's relationship improving in the year before Frank's death? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below.